For more on this, Dan Arbell joins us right here in Washington, D.C. He's a scholar in residence at the Center for Israeli Studies at American University. First of all, great having you. And first up, Donald Trump has said there's a line, right? We just saw the map in Gaza to which Israel will withdraw. Do you believe that Hamas will actually return the hostages at this stage once Israel complies?
It's a million-dollar question. Right now, this is the first line of withdrawal that Israel would be withdrawing to. At a certain point, once this deal kind of goes into more final stages, then Israel is expected to withdraw to, even more towards Israel proper. And so the question remains, Hamas has indicated it's going to follow the Trump plan, and it remains to be seen whether it will agree to this line of Israeli withdrawal and start releasing hostages even as early as this week, or maybe they will have further conditions. So everybody's in anticipation to see what Hamas will decide.
Yeah, and the plan demands Hamas give up actual control of Gaza to technocrats and others, right? Does that effectively render the movement irrelevant now?
So in the plan, we saw Hamas say yes to the release of hostages. We did not see Hamas say that they agree to, a demilitarized Gaza Strip, to disarm, or to in any way not be involved in the day after scenarios for Gaza. So all this it's hard to see, Hamas giving up, its very existence for this deal, and this would be left for negotiators to deal with to see whether this can happen. But I don't see this happening anytime soon, at least. Maybe down the road at the end, after the process is completed, but it's very hard to see Hamas out of the equation at this stage.
And Netanyahu's parliamentary faction is already pushing back. Do you think Israel can carry out this deal without tearing their democracy apart?
No, so look, in terms of democracy, over nearly 80% of Israelis, according to recent polls, support Trump's plan and want to see the hostages out, and only 10% oppose it. Certainly, Israeli public opinion favors this. Netanyahu has his own political considerations that have been holding him back from moving towards a deal, because this formula was on the table long ago. But only now, because of Trump's pressure, is he agreeing to this. And he is risking the future of his coalition, but certainly parties in the opposition or moderate Israeli parties would support Netanyahu's agreement with the plan, and will allow him at least to carry out the initial phases of the plan and perhaps agree with him on an election date later on in the year.
And Dan, if I understood correctly what you just said a minute ago, it's unlikely or not very likely or probable that Hamas will exclude itself from politics and from being a part of the future of Gaza. But there's another part of the deal that requests disarmament, right? And it seems to be off the table for Hamas. What guarantee is there that arms won't, return under another name?
There is no guarantee, and certainly what Trump has been doing is he has been putting full pressure on Israel, and what he's doing is using Qatar and Turkey, who are very close to Hamas, and is using them to exert tremendous pressure on Hamas. And he's hoping that Qatar and Turkey will be successful in convincing Hamas to play along with his plan. But there's no 100% guarantee that they'll do so, and I personally find it very hard to see this happening anytime soon.
Dan Arbell, thank you for your time and insights.